This is bi-weekly maintenance at the Hesses for May 13th. Starting in the front here. It wasn't as weedy as it was last time, so it was pretty quick to breeze through these beds, just grabbing some morning glory and not as many dandelions this time. But everything was very dry today compared to how it usually was, so fluffing the soil doesn't look as nice, but we did make sure to get through all the beds, weeding and fluffing. Through here, took care of some clearly dead and damaged limbs in the trees and the hydrangeas around here, and then just got things tidied up around the side for the hedges today. We spent a good amount of time shaping them, taking care of any stragglers and stuff, and making them look all consistent. So these two main hedges got a little bit of a trim, and the boxwoods did as well. This one's over here. This boxwood further underneath the Japanese maple isn't doing as well, probably because it's just super tucked back in here, but the others look like they're doing pretty nice. We also trimmed this maple back a little bit since it was growing completely over the pathway, and it made this pretty much impossible to walk through. So now it's much easier to walk through. These were all shaped as well, tidied up and made consistent, and then we weeded and fluffed throughout both of these beds here. There were some spent spring bulbs and stuff in this bed that we pulled, but besides that, this bed is looking pretty nice. The grass is growing in nicely and everything. This corner full of morning glory like always, but we got it all cleaned out this time. Trimmed up this boxwood a little bit, and then just fluffed and cleaned through here. And then we also weeded and tidied up the side bed along the driveway there. Let's see. For the planters, they were looking extra dry, so I just took out everything that was clearly dead, but everything that's green was left, and for the most part they're looking pretty nice. But it would be nice to come back with some more filler at some point, just to replace the pansies that didn't really make it or had to be cut back since they were just super dry. This side along the house got swept, and then the ivy trimmed off the house a bit. This is looking nice and tidy. And then in the back over here, everything was just weeded and raked. These boxwoods were trimmed just a little bit, so they're looking nice and round. And then debris picked up and weeded throughout all these beds. Nice and simple, like usual. Got this bed cleaned up as well. And then last time the neighbor had pointed out a volunteer back here. You can kind of see the stump right there. That's as short as I could get it cut down with the loppers with such a narrow passageway. But it's no longer hanging over the fence onto the neighbor's property, so that's good. This bed was cleaned up and weeded. I might have to keep an eye on these pink flowers to see if any need to be deadheaded next time, but it looks like they're just barely starting to bloom, so we should be all set for a while. And then this got weeded and cleaned up. There was some Oregon grape growing out from underneath the fence that we got back, but everything else is staying where it should be. And then we got these planters ready to be planted. These planters tidied up to be planted next time. This one has a bit of a drainage problem, it seems like. It was full of water and really smelly, but hopefully the soil will dry out now that we dumped the water out and will be a bit nicer. This side got tidied up and everything. And then I think that does it for today. I'll walk around one more time just to make sure I didn't forget anything.